Welcome to an all-new Lay It Omni. Allow me to lay it on you. Wakey wakey, A's and bakey, rise and shine kitties. Today is Tuesday, October 13th, 2020. Today is also the day Steve from Minecraft becomes available to play on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. But more importantly, you know what else today is? That's right, it's day 2 of me uploading every day for the rest of my life. I know, okay, you're probably surprised seeing this video in your feed, okay? You probably thought I'd fumbled the bag on day 1, but nope, I said on God, so it's actually happening, okay? Get used to it, okay? Deal with it. You're gonna hear me every day for the rest of your life, so you better subscribe, and you better hit the bell notification, and you better be ready. Now guys, look, okay, today's a big day for the Smash Ultimate community, and an important one at that. Not only does the community finally get to see Minecraft Steve in action in-game, but there's also a chance that the Minecraft community itself may merge itself into the community as well, effectively increasing its user base by Lord knows how much. On top of that, with every character release, there will also be a set of patch notes showcasing which characters have been buffed and which have been nerfed, and how the game has changed overall. So the question of the day is, will Minecraft Steve's release today save the Smash Ultimate community? Some of you might be thinking, well, damn, I didn't realize the community needed saving. And if you thought that, then I think you might not have realized just how bad the community has been doing over the past year. So here's a recap of what's been happening. Starting with just 2020, okay, we're not going back into 2019. The game got its first character reveal, Byleth. I think this was early in January, which was yet another Fire Emblem character, okay? 100% not the hypest of character releases the game has seen, considering just how many Fire Emblem characters already exist. Like, off the top of my head, I think it's Marth, Lucina, Roy, Chrome, Ike, and Corrin. That's 6 plus Byleth, making that a total of 7 characters from the Fire Emblem series. Byleth came from the game Fire Emblem Three Houses, which was extremely successful on release, and is definitely a welcome fighter into the game and the roster, but there's no surprise entry in it. Like, you know, their release wasn't a surprise. So it's hype, but it's like, you know, it's kind of tamed down. Everyone knew that they were going to be coming into the game, so it's just a matter of time. From there, the pandemic hit in March and completely shut down the competitive Smash Ultimate scene, okay? Plans for tournaments and circuits like the highly wanted Smash World Tour were canceled completely before it could even get started. Less competitive tournaments meant less coverage and less exposure to the game overall. More importantly, not being able to play offline meant that you had to play online, and playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate online is one of the most horrible experiences of online gaming you can ever imagine, okay? It literally feels like you're swimming in doo-doo butter. I would rather spend my time smashing my face into a brick wall than playing Super Smash Bros. Ultimate online. On top of like the already slow input frame delay in the game that's naturally like in there, the internet experience makes it feel like you contracted Radical 6 from the Nonary games and everything is just moving in super slow motion. Not only does the game move slow, but the game stomps and stutters non-stop, and suddenly you're realizing that chasing down that Wi-Fi Pac-Man or Samus who keeps rolling away and running and pulling out fruits and keys from his pocket has become the worst part of your day. It's just not fun. And that's in comparison to other online fighting games. The netcode completely just ruins the online competitive feel. After the pandemic, and by after I mean like after it hit, it obviously is still there, but the top players did attempt to adjust by like competing in online tournaments, which it happened for a while, you know? But then they started placing not as high, and when watching, you could tell that trying to get people to play from across the world in this game was a very huge hassle. I started creating this whole issue of Wi-Fi warriors versus offline competitors, where Wi-Fi players who lived and breathed online gameplay would beat top players and consider that like an official win, while the offline competitors would suggest it's just online and it doesn't count, just kind of like taking out the validity of competitive play. Oh, and in case you didn't know, a Wi-Fi warrior is just a player who has played in the crappy online environment for so long that they hardly see the impacts of the lag and the delay in the game. In fact, they use it to their advantage and have learned to play style that specifically caters to it. Specifically, the horrible netcode makes it harder to like punish certain characters like Sonic, and basically damn near impossible to react to as well. Anyway, that whole thing took the community down another notch to the point where the only thing left was just weekly online tournaments or monthly. There was a slight boost once people like Moist Critical came into the scene with the Quarantine series and started running online tournaments along with Nairo and Hungrybox's own tournament series, but mainly that was it. From there, things finally started getting spicy once the new DLC fighter was announced. I think it was in June. Min Min from the ARMS series was released, and it was actually a pretty hype reveal. Like, it wasn't like, you know, like earth-shattering, but it was pretty damn cool. The ARMS music always gets people hype. I mean, it specifically always gets me hype, and seeing a ramen waifu come into the game was pretty fun in my eyes. However, that reveal quickly turned south, as this was also the time where the entire Smash community started to see what was known as the culling, or the outing of dozens and dozens of Smash players, commentators, and members in one of the largest Me Too movements ever seen in gaming. Now, I don't really need to tell you guys this, but that entire ordeal was the darkest era for the Smash community ever. Day after day, a new twitlonger or confession was found where both men and women came out to expose anyone and everyone for their wrongful conduct in their past. There was also no limit to the people who were called out, and it seemed like every day another person was officially exposed and canceled. People who voiced their concern and apologies and condolences to the victims the next day were called out as a predator. During this time period, the Smash community 100% suffered its largest decline in history, given that it took down some of its largest viewers from both Twitch and YouTube, being both Nairo and Zero respectively. After the callouts started to stop and the dust began to settle, the community felt like it was torn and shattered without much left. Due to the pandemic, TOs couldn't even attempt to rebuild what we could say is a safe community for everyone, given the fact that, everyone was still stuck indoors anyway. And for the most part, the legacy of the Smash Ultimate community was completely obliterated. I mean, every huge Smash event for the past 3 to 4 years showcased many of the people who were outed by the community. You have pictures of all of these guys and girls on Nintendo circuits with pictures with Sakurai and Reggie. It was a huge blow, and one that the community hasn't even began to recover from. Then from there, we experienced roughly 3 to 4 months of basically no new Smash news outside of, I think it was a smaller Battlefield stage, but that was it. The online Smash tournaments dropped insanely, and it was clear that many members of the Smash community who were still left began to distance themselves from the scene, as no one wanted to touch it anymore, including myself. And I don't blame them, okay? I've mentioned this in other videos, but what went down over the summer truly feels like it left this permanent stain and scar in the community that just will never go away. It sucks, and I think thinking about what happened, it sucks too. It doesn't feel good for anyone, and that awful sour taste in everyone's mouth isn't going away anytime soon. My point to this incredibly long and explained timeline of events is to say that the Smash Ultimate community was not in good shape and has been on a heavily large decline throughout the entire year. Suffice to say though, the release of Minecraft Steve brings the question of what exactly will his impact be, because it will be huge, okay? It's Minecraft. Minecraft is basically the largest console gaming of all time in terms of user base. Well, it's also for PC as well. But yeah, there's going to be thousands of new players playing Smash Ultimate for the first time just so they can use their beloved Steve or Enderman or Zombie or Alex, whatever suits your taste. And my answer to the question that's in the title of the video, will Minecraft Steve save the Smash Ultimate community, is both yes and no. Steve will have both a huge impact and no impact on the Smash Ultimate community at the same time, and here's why, okay? Simply put, the Smash Ultimate scene has essentially been divided into the competitive scene where people play seriously for money and rankings, and the casual scene where people just play for fun. The competitive scene is the part of the community that has been dealt the largest blow over the year, and the reintroduction of Minecraft Steve, in my opinion, isn't going to help repair or recover the scene from that damage that has been done, and it shouldn't. Outside of that, the netcode is still completely doo-doo, so competitive online play is still very hard to take seriously. The only way that the competitive scene has any hope of starting to see an increase or a recovery is if Smash Ultimate releases an improved netcode that rivals Melee's Slippy rollback. Oh yeah, I think I forgot to mention that, by the way. But Slippy is basically a Melee rollback netcode that got introduced this year as well that turned Super Smash Bros. Melee into one of the best online gaming experiences. And that too had a huge impact on the Ultimate community, okay? Because once you start playing Melee Slippy, for me at least, you can't go back to online Ultimate Wi-Fi gameplay. It feels terrible by comparison. So yeah, if the Minecraft Steve release doesn't improve the online, then I don't see Steve doing much for the competitive side of the community. However, for the casual side, Steve is going to absolutely boost the scene by a huge margin. Smash YouTubers and Twitch streamers will more than likely see a huge boost in numbers as more eyes come into the scene to watch Minecraft Steve, and there's definitely going to be a period where people from outside of the Smash community temporarily come in to ride the Minecraft Steve hype train, either by, streaming the game itself or making content on it on YouTube. So, to reiterate, Steve and Smash Ultimate will allow the casual side of Smash to prosper, while more than likely not having much of any impact to the competitive side, which in my opinion for now is a good thing, okay? I want the casual side of the Smash community to continue to prosper and thrive and do better, because I think people are starting to realize how fun Smash can really be when you just play it for fun. That's not to take anything away from the competitive side whatsoever. In fact, Smash probably wouldn't be as big as it is today if it wasn't for the competitive scene existing. Well, actually, that's a good question, actually. Let me take that back, okay? Smash is huge, I can't really imagine a world without competitive Smash existing, but you know, if it didn't exist, something else would have to exist, and I feel like whatever that something else that would exist would be huge. So I'm gonna take that statement back. I don't know, but yeah, we'll maybe talk about that later. Let's just move on. Personally, I'm just excited to use this goofy Minecraft character in Smash Ultimate and play with his kid and see how he interacts with the rest of the cast. More than likely, my guess is that we'll see a hill-like exposure where like the hype for Steve starts and the trend begins, and people gravitate towards the game for about a week or two, maybe more. And then slowly, after people get used to seeing Steve over and over and over, it stops becoming the flavor of the week. It'll settle down and balance off somewhere, bringing things back to a new normal here, where the floor of the viewer base is slightly higher than it was before. That's usually how things go, and I don't think Steve existing is going to like redefine anything, more so just bring more hype than normal. Anyway, that's all I have for this episode of Laid Omni. You've just been laid. Moral of the story: Minecraft Steve is here, and the future of the Smash Ultimate community is still pretty unknown. I won't keep you guys here any longer, okay? I know you guys got things to do, so I appreciate y'all listening. As always, guys, do me a solid and leave a like on the video and subscribe to give me your energy and your support and your strength to continue my daily upload journey. Okay, I've decided I will use your energy to become my motivation to keep the daily upload train going. Oh, and also, and obviously, but let me know what you guys think, what's going to happen in the Smash Ultimate community now that Steve is coming into the scene, in the comments below, okay? Obviously, these are just, you know, like my thoughts and opinions, but yours is always welcomed as well. I'll tell you what, though, people have been complaining about Smash Ultimate's netcode for a really long time now. And I legit think that if the guys at Nintendo made an announcement or, you know, some kind of change that they will be improving the online experience even further, that announcement will be just as huge as Minecraft Steve's inclusion. That's just how doo-doo butter the online experience is and how important it is that it gets fixed. All right, I'm out. I'll most likely be streaming sometime today on twitch.tv/InfernoOmni, so come through, hit the follow button and the link in the description, and come say hi. I'm looking forward to recording some Minecraft Steve gameplay in the background going forward, although I will miss me my Samurai Jack. Anyway, drink your water. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Have a good one. My head hurts just looking at this. Just gotta go. Just gotta jump. Just gotta jump. Oh, mama. Oh, mama!